Here's a tried and true favorite from Amish country, monkey bread. Let's start with my favorite and most exciting ingredient,
Cool, yeah.
refrigerator biscuits. Next, we'll take a full cup of granulated sugar, and we're going to zest... All right, puppy, you can have a bite when we're done, okay, darling? Just give me a minute. We're going to zest that whole lemon, put it in there with our sugar, and then we're going to mix it up real well. Fork, finger, whatever it is that makes you happy. We're going to cut those refrigerator biscuits into quarters. You're going to need about 2 cans of these. Yes, baby, I know. I promise you. I'll give you a bite when we're done. Roll those quarters into balls, and you're going to put them into your melted butter, and then roll it around in that sugar and lemon zest mix. From there, we're going to take it right over here to our sprayed bundt pan. Oh, my God. We're going to fill it about half full because you want to make sure you got plenty of room for it to bake and rise. Now we're going to employ just a little bit of movie magic because filling this bundt pan can get just a little bit tedious. I figure all in all it's going to take about half an hour, so there's no reason for us to have to just kind of sit here and watch all that happen. There we are. We're just about finished. As you can tell, we filled, like I said, just about halfway up the bundt pan because we want to make sure we got plenty of room for that to bake and rise. We're almost out of our butter mixture and our sugar mixture, which is perfect. I love it whenever that happens. Now all this time our oven has been preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to leave it in there to bake for about half an hour. Ooh, I can't wait. Look at that.
All right.
Here she is, friends. Oh my goodness, I could not have asked for that to turn out any better. Give it a hard whack to make sure we release it from the bottom of the pan. Lift slowly and... Now, we're not finished yet. We've got a glaze to make as well. I'm going to take half a cup of powdered sugar. And hopefully that lemon's still pretty close, the one that you used the zest. We're going to cut that in half and use that fresh squeezed lemon juice for the moisture in our glaze. Now, you can use a juicer, but I like to do it by hand. It's however you prefer it. You probably get just a little bit more juice out of it with the machine. Now I'm going to use a tablespoon to fold that wet and dry ingredient together. And then finish her off with a cappuccino foamer. Now, of course, you don't have to use something this fancy. If you've got a whisk or a fork will do, absolutely fine. I just like this because it tends to get all the things off the walls of the bowl. Now, whenever we've completed that, we're going to take this bowl of glaze after our bundt has been cooling a bit, and we're going to just drizzle it over the top. Now, see, this is one of my favorite desserts because it's so easy to share. You bring your nearest and dearest around a table with card game and a cup of coffee, and you could not ask for better fellowshipping. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Could not have asked for that to turn out any better if I tried. Eat up, y'all. Ooh, I love a cake pop, but these things get real expensive at the coffee shop. Let's make them. First, we're going to start off with these beautiful cookies. You've seen them at Walmart. They're delicious and so inexpensive. Going to put them in our stand mixer with that paddle attachment and turn it on low. Hey, keep it on low speed, Turbo. Otherwise, you're going to end up with cookie crumbs all over your kitchen, okay? Now then, we're going to take just a little bit of this whipped frosting. It's Betty Crocker. I love the strawberry flavor. It's going to be perfect for our cake pop. You can put anything you like in there. Lemon, orange, even chocolate if you want. Totally up to you. But you're going to put about half that container in there so you get this perfect consistency that you see right here. Going to remove that paddle. Going to tap off the rest of the batter. And now we're going to bring out our muffin cups. Now these are silicone. Sometimes you can use the paper ones. Just fine that way too. You're going to grease your hands a little bit with some oil or butter just to make sure that while you're forming these little balls that you don't get it stick to your skin. And then you just put them right down there in that muffin cup. We're going to do about 6 of these, and then we're going to move them over to the freezer because they need to get a little bit harder than they are right now before we can start to decorate them. There it is. Y'all don't mind the parrot. He just hangs out in there. He thinks it's cool. Great. After about 10 minutes in the freezer, we're going to move them back. And now what we're going to do is show you 3 different ways to do it. One of them is going to be like a peanut butter cup, a candy cup. You put your sprinkles in the bottom, and then you use those Baker's chocolate chips. They got in all different colors, and get them melted. It takes about a minute, minute and a half in the microwave. And just very gently spatula that down over the top of your cake pop ball. perfect. Now this is perfect for Valentine's Day. We're using the red here, but we've also got some red, white, and blue sprinkles to make sure we're ready for July 4th when it comes around as well. Look at that, how beautiful. Spreads like a dream. Now then, if we want to do something a little bit more conventional, like a lollipop style, perfect. Same thing, more of the melting chocolate, and you're just going to roll it very gently in that chocolate. Beautiful. Look at that coverage. Oh, it's so nice. Now, you don't want to get it too thick, so you're going to give it just a little bit of a swirl, just get off any excess, put it right down in your muffin cup, and then here come the sprinkles, just like I said. Merca, red, white, and blue, all day true. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, sometimes that'll be enough for some folks, but as for me, exactly. We're going to get full coverage with those sprinkles. So you can take it out of your muffin cup and then put more of those sprinkles all the way around just to make sure that you don't get a single bite that ain't got covered with sprinkles, okay? Then you're going to put it back in your muffin cup and put it back on your dish because we are going to put these back in the freezer for a minute to make sure they're all nice and congealed. Exactly. There's our candy cup. I wish you'd look at that. It only took about another 10 minutes in the freezer, and it is the perfect consistency. Got our sprinkles on the bottom, and we're going to flip it back over. Now then, you're going to need a really sharp knife for this, okay? It's also helpful if it's a bigger knife. You can put it right down on the top just so you can see exactly what's going on inside this delicious treat we made right here in the kitchen for under $5. Boom.